Child of God, I want you to know that God wants you to grow. God wants you to mature. One thing we should know is that whatever it is that comes out of God, God does not like it to remain the way it is. Yes, we all know that God is unchangeable. God is a God that remains the same. But God does not want us, his creation, to remain the same. He always wants us to live from the level we are to another level. God wants us to go from glory to glory. God wants us to build. God wants us to go up, go higher, not to go down or not to remain in a particular spot. And that is why God wants us to mature. Now, anything that God creates is always starting from small. Like when we are talking about seed, there is a time for seed and there is a time for harvest. When you want to harvest whatever it is you have planted, you are not going to harvest a seed. You are going to harvest produce from that seed. You are going to harvest what has been planted. You are going to harvest something that has matured. You are going to harvest a matured fruit. You are going to mature. If you plant the seed of a mango, you are going to harvest a whole mango fruit. When you plant, that's what I'm trying to say. When you plant the seed of a mango, you are going to harvest a whole mango fruit that is matured. When you plant an orange seed, you are going to harvest a whole orange fruit. And the same way as man, when we are being planted in our mother's womb, when we are being conceived in the womb of our parents, we are fetus, but now we are grown into men and women in the physical realm. So whatever God does, God wants it to grow.